Hey y'all, shout out to everybody. We are back. You know what I'm saying? My back for that. Yo, shout out. Yo, this entertainment game does not stop. Shout out to everybody. Wait a minute. So I'm looking and it looks like the accuser. So, remember there was like 100 and something accusers that came forward allegedly they have allegations of Diddy doing something to him. Like all of that, right? Remember the one lady that came out talking about Diddy? Let me see if I could show you her. Show you this girl. She came out with her lawyer talking about Diddy, right? Let me go to this lady. Y'all remember her? Like crying, oh my God. Bro, she just got caught in a lie, bruh. She just got caught, bruh. Nah, this cannot be happening. Let me show y'all. So 50 Cent is like reacting to this. This came out. It says Diddy Accuser's ex says he was offered $3 million to back her claims. This is insane, bro. It says by favor, whatever. It says new revelations have emerged in a recently filed R-word case against Sean Diddy Combs by Talia Graves. The alleged victim filed a lawsuit where she accused the music mogul and his former head of security, Joseph Sherman, of assaulting her. However, in a new report, Ms. Graves' ex claims she offered him $3 million bribe to corroborate her allegations against Sean Diddy Combs, as he is the one with the money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. This is crazy. It said Talia, that is a weird name. Talia Graves allegedly tried to bribe her ex partner to support her Diddy rape allegations. And it says Graves' R-word lawsuit against Diddy has raised eyebrows after a former partner of hers claims she bribed him to corroborate her allegations. According to TMZ, Graves revealed in a November 2023 text exchange that she was planning to sue the embattled music mogul because he's the one that has the money. That is insane, y'all. That is insane. This is insane. Hey, yo, hit the like button if you can, bro, because I don't really have no notifications going out. Shout out to you, Joe, for coming in and tapping in. Yo, this is crazy. It says the said ex confirmed to the news outlet that the message was real and that he interpreted it as an attempted bribe. He also claimed to have blocked Graves' phone number and her social media after her request. Meanwhile, Graves' attorney Gloria Alfred said it is very common that rich, powerful men and their supporters attempt to discredit, shame, and humiliate accusers who have the courage to come forward. The complaint speaks for itself. Our client is looking forward to her day in court. Like, this is literally insane, bro. This girl needs to be arrested. Like, if this is the case, like, if that guy has, like, the text messages and everything, allegedly TMZ has all of this, right? The text messages. So 50 Cent ends up getting word of this, right? And so let me see if I can show y'all. So this is just showing you like 50 Cent. Like, I don't know if you can see it, man, because I'm like up top. But it says TMZ has allegedly obtained a text exchange between Diddy's accuser, Talia Graves, and her ex-boyfriend, where she offers him 7 figures to corroborate her claim. And then this is 50 Cent underneath. He said, hun got, yo, 50 crazy. It said, caught this B-word line, LOL. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. This is bad, bro. People will do anything for money. This is crazy. Hit the like button if y'all can, man. I would appreciate that. We had like almost 40,000 views in the last live. You know what I mean? So, and we've been running. So, I'm sure like the notifications are having issues getting out. All right. So it said it comes after a visibly emotional Graves, alongside her attorney, held a press conference after filing the lawsuit against the music mogul, where she accused him, along with his associate Sherman, of R-wording her at a Bad Boy record studio in New York City back in 2001. Graves was 25 at the time and dating one of Combs' employees, a relationship that Combs exploited to lure into meeting him and Sherman alone. Graves' lawsuit reads It continues. Once they successfully sequestered Graves, Combs and Sherman gave a drink likely laced with drug that eventually caused her briefly to lose consciousness. She awoke to find herself bound and restrained. Graves also alleged in a court document that Diddy and Sherman bullied her into keeping it under wraps as threats of repercussions soon emerged, including the possibility of her losing custody of her son if she ever revealed the assault. This is crazy. It said, in Graves' complaint, she revealed that Diddy allegedly recorded the R-word incident and had it shown to multiple men seeking to publicly degrade and humiliate both Graves and her boyfriend. She learned of the alleged recording in late 2023, around the same time Diddy's ex Cassandra Casey Ventura filed the swiftly settled her S-word assault lawsuit against the rapper. Graves was left distraught and sunk into a deep depression due to the tapes, the suit noted. She again considered ending her life. According to the Daily Mail, it further states that Graves' ex-partner disclosed that Combs and Sherman had a pattern of practice of non-consensual recording women engaging in S-word acts and making those videos available to the public, including by selling tapes, whatever. It says, in the press conference, Graves recounted the pain that she has had to endure since the alleged R-word incident. She said the internal pain after being S-worded, assaulted, has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words. It goes beyond just physical harm caused by enduring the S-word. Says Graves also noted that the pain from the assault left scars that may never be healed, and that has the hardest part and the shame is the guilt, which have affected her ability to function properly. She noted that she has endured physical and emotional problems since the incident, including PTSD, depression, anxiety, chronic pain, and S-word discomfort. Graves concluded the combination of physical and emotional pain has created a cycle of suffering from which it is hard to break free. Meanwhile, according to TMZ, Diddy's former head of security has claimed he has never met Graves and he wasn't working for the rapper at the time of the alleged incident. Yo, they're gonna throw this out, bro. What y'all think about, like, bro, they are gonna throw this out. This is insane, man. She needs to go to jail. What do y'all think? I think she need to go to jail, bro. You cannot be out here making up wild stories like that on people. Like, you got people's lives hanging in the balance, and just because you feel like somebody's at a weak point, and I mean, this just goes to show you how humans are, bro. Like, people will do anything for money. That is scary. That is literal insanity. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, like this dude, like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to 50 Cent for at least keeping it real with that. Like, yo, she got caught lying. She got caught lacking. You know what I mean? So shout out to 50 Cent for that. But, you know, still keep your foot on Diddy. You know what I mean? We want that documentary. You know, but shout out to Sugar Black and Joe in the comment section. If y'all can, hit the like button, share the video out so we can get as many people as possible to see these videos. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and that, you know what I mean, it would be greatly appreciated. So we going back to the law and crime, and it says a list of celebs horrified over possible release of P. Diddy freak off tape. Yo, this is crazy, bro.
Combs' ongoing legal saga, an A-list celeb is reportedly embarrassed and horrified about the potential release of a Diddy freak-off sex tape that's allegedly being shopped around. The alleged sex tape was first alluded to by the former lawyer of Diddy's accuser, Adria English.
Yo, lawyers are just so scammy nowadays, man. Like, there used to be an allure with being a lawyer, and I get it. It's so many lawyers out there in the world. You know, they all got to try to make a way for themselves. They all got to try to make money. You know, it's what it is, man. Like, it's the culture of it all. You know what I mean? You got to try to make money. But being a lawyer is so scummy now, man. And that lady that's accusing Diddy of this, and her boyfriend is coming out saying that she offered him like a 7 figures to corroborate her story is ridiculous. Women will sit there and cry and lie on you, bro. This is crazy. This is literal insanity right now. Like, being famous is so insane. This is crazy, man. So TMZ has allegedly obtained a text exchange between Diddy, Accuser, Talia Gray. He probably don't even know this girl. I'm not saying he innocent of everything, but more than likely he don't even know this girl. And she just, because she's accusing the bodyguard of doing something, the bodyguard never even worked there around that time. So it's like, Talia, what are you doing here? And her lawyer is so out of it. You know what I mean? A lot of people even like having suspicions about her lawyer, like being on something. But, you know, her lawyer should have just looked at all of this and like, you know, she looking for a good payday too. It's what it is, man. It's the legal system. But, bro, like this lady's story, I don't care how much you cry. You don't have anything to substantiate what you claiming. You need your ex-boyfriend to corroborate your statement. And then you're offering him 7 figures. He's not trying to go to jail. Bro, if you get like that kind of money, people gonna be like, where does money come from? Oh, Talia gave me the money. And she's saying things like, oh, Diddy's the one with the bag. You know what I mean? Like, people don't think about that. Yeah, it's nice to have money, but like Sugar Black in the comments say, let's just say somebody said, oh, yeah, somebody in that situation, they offer you money to cooperate their story. You gonna buy something expensive, you gonna buy a house. You gonna buy a car. They're gonna be like, how did you get that money? And then like you gotta hope that this lady ends up paying. Because you could sit there and corroborate her story and then she could like fake not give you nothing. And my question is, does the lawyer know any of this? If the lawyer knows any of this, she should be disbarred. Period. This lady's lawyer should be disbarred. This is insanity. They will do anything I'm scared to get rich, bro. This lady right here, she should be disbarred. If she knows anything about this, she needs to go to jail. This lady needs to go to jail, bro. This is like, she is the type of girl, like if you are an NBA player or a football player or a rapper, you don't even know this girl. The next thing you know, you got a lawsuit that came out of nowhere from her. And she's sitting there crying and making can y'all imagine that? And you got everybody believing her tears. Now, he probably don't even know her. Or maybe she cleaned the house or something. Like, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, they don't do anything, bro. You have got to be so careful about who you allow into your life. And sometimes you don't even allow people into your life and they'll just make something up for money. For her to do that, like, there needs to be some sort of investigation. If they can prove that she is lying, lock her up and throw away the key. She needs to be made an example of. So that people don't go after celebrities like this for nothing. Otherwise, I could just like be like, yo, Britney Spears, me and Britney Spears did all kind of stuff to me. You know what I mean? Like, I need to go to court. I need to get paid. And I could just make up something. I was distraught. It was back in, you know what I'm saying, 2009. Like, you know what I mean? I just make up anything and they'll run with it. That's crazy. That is literal insanity. And then this dude is like fighting for his life. That's the crazy part about it. He can't even do it. Like, he's locked. Imagine being locked and just looking at the news and seeing all these imaginary people coming at you. And you like, what is this, bro? First of all, like, whether or not he did whatever, like, this is like, I'm telling you, like, when people are doing stuff like this is going to start breaking the confidence of, like, this dude being guilty. Like, people are going to start second guessing because of people like this. And then there's like 100 people that came forward. Who knows how many of them lying? And the Hood News TV, he said, I thought you can go to jail for perjury. Lock her up now. Like filing a false lawsuit. I don't know where. I know she could be sued. You know what I mean? I know that can happen. Like she can be sued. But you know, I mean, I don't know. Like that's tort law. You know, she's trying to get some money. She's trying to get banked. That's tort law. So I don't know how that process would work. But there should be some sort of repercussions, ramifications of what she did. That's crazy. 50 Cent don't even like Diddy, and he commented on that. Like, oh, she got caught. It's 50. He said, caught this B-word line. LOL. That is sad, bro.
Mitchell Kidd said she was contacted about the sale of one of the Diddy tapes, but didn't reveal who was in the video, but said Diddy and someone high profile.
Then you got lawyers like coming out of nowhere like, oh, well, there's Diddy tapes that, you know what I mean? Like they're trying to shop and market and all of this. And like, you got to all like, bruh, when you famous, yo, and something goes wrong, you are in for a ride. And there's nothing you can do. And you got like the world mad at you for being famous. The world's mad at you for having money. The world's mad at you for being able to have whoever you want. And you constantly throwing it into their face. You having parties. You see what I'm saying? You live in a lifestyle. Everything's lavish. People are mad. They got a vendetta against you. And then like, you know, the whole Pac and Biggie things, like people like really think he did whatever to Pac. And then you got like Keefy D like making stories up like, so I don't know. Maybe he did. But just imagine being in that situation. You got Pierce Morgan making blogs on you. You got like Law and Crime Network. You got everybody it's nothing you can do. The only thing you could do is stay off the internet or leave the country. But like he locked. Like he really in the bad. Now you got to depend on lawyers to try to get you out. And you got an overzealous prosecutor that's got a football team full of lawyers trying to lock you up for the rest of your life. I'm just telling y'all the other side of it. I'm not saying he's innocent. I'm just saying there's another side to this. And that lady is now making me like, look like, yo, bro, this is a problem. Homegirl lied. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, tap the screen if y'all can. Double tap the screen. That would be greatly appreciated. I definitely would appreciate if y'all did that. Lady gonna lie like that. This lady is a piece of crap, bro. A piece of work.
Could be seen in the sex tape. In a late September interview on News Nation's Banfield, Mitchell Kidd said she wouldn't reveal who the celeb was, but said the tapes were leaking around Hollywood.
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really?
And then she's probably like a new lawyer. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? She looking for a payday.
Really? And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
According to an article in the New York Post, the video allegedly appears to show Combs having sex with a young male A-lister whose faces are both visible. In a return interview on News Nation's Banfield, Mitchell Kidd revealed one or two major news networks are in a bidding war for the footage.
The person who has the tape really doesn't want to shop it around. They really want to help and give it to wanted to directly sell it to that person, but it seems as if they are going elsewhere. I believe we're sooner rather than later maybe finding out, unless that person comes and purchases the video themselves, which is really the goal of the people who have the video.
Man. It's crazy. People will do anything for money.
They just, at this point, if that person doesn't want to purchase it, then it's going to go on the open market.
That A-lister, who is reportedly the subject of the tape, is now horrified the footage is being shopped around the media outlets, according to the star's inner circle. An insider told the Post it's...
But she could just be talking and running like that. Yo. She could just be talking, man.
Triggering and a nightmare for the star. The insider said it feels like a betrayal and a violation, and it's causing a lot of issues. It brings up some really disturbing and bad memories. He feels like he was...
Yo, this dude got mad pictures. Like, I could literally, I probably got like maybe 500 pictures of myself. This dude got like thousands and thousands of pictures of himself.
Victimized years ago and is now being victimized yet again. If this footage gets out, it will.
And then Sugar Black said, what about the alleged victim that don't want to be seen on the video? Exactly. And then Hood TV said they're just letting anybody speak on Diddy at this point. They're saying it's Diddy and Justin Bieber on that tape. This is crazy.
We'll follow him for life. It'll be on the internet forever. A second source told the New York Post the celeb is trying to ignore the chatter about the video. That second source told the outlet there's not much he can do about it if there was a video taken without his knowledge that somehow gets out. So all he can do is pray. He's praying that all of this.
What is that, Bronx charter school? So he was trying to like help with the charter schools.
Goes away.
Yo, nobody even talks about that. That's crazy.
Post also didn't name the A-lister because it's unclear if the mystery celeb was a victim of a sex crime or if he was an adult at the time of the footage. An officer with the Department of Homeland Security who helped in the raids on Diddy's Miami home back in March told the Post,
yo, this dude been like famous since I've been like a young teenager. That's crazy. Like living this life, like that's wild, man.
There were recognizable names in the
hey, y'all, if y'all can't hit the super chat, hit the Cash App and stuff. That'd be appreciated, man.
Footage they recovered, but couldn't confirm any names. There are a lot of tough stories that we cover here at Law and Crime, and part of the reason we're able to keep bringing you these types of stories.
Hit the like button. Stop playing with me. No, I'm going off now, bro. The last video only got like 40-something thousand. I mean, what, like 40-something thousand views. Y'all trying to play me, bro? Hit the like button. Go off on the like button. Hit it like crazy. Do it.
So I want to take this time to really quickly thank Upside for sponsoring us.
Yo,
if you're wondering what's Upside.
Yo, like that. Hey, did y'all hear that? That gotta like freak me out when she brought that up.
And part of the reason we're able to keep bringing you these types of stories is because of our great sponsors. So I want to take this time to really quickly thank Upside for sponsoring us. If you're wondering what...
Yo, that like... that low-key freaked me out when she said that.
Locked up, the Bad Boy Records founder has faced a wave of new allegations of sexual assault. Last week, Texas-based attorney Tony Busby announced about 120 victims, some including minors, will file lawsuits against Combs for sexual assault. Diddy's attorney Erica Wolf denied the claims against the hip-hop producer, saying in part, quote, Mr. Combs emphatically and categorically denies as false and defamatory any claim that he sexually abused anyone.
So he's being charged with racketeering and trafficking, right? They got to be able to prove that. Like, I feel like it's a character assassination all the way up into the court. That's kind of what it feels like to me.
Including minors. And while many famous faces who have once mixed and mingled with Diddy have kept tight-lipped about the mogul's
yeah, bro. Yeah, you're going to be quiet about that, Ashton Kutcher.
arrest, his family has stood by him. Diddy's mother, Janice Combs, released a statement over the weekend saying her son isn't a monster. She wrote in part, quote, "It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies."
Yo, she don't look that old to have a... How old is Diddy? Diddy in his 50s? How old is she? Well, you know, she rich.
To bear witness to what seems to be like a public lynching of my son before he has had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Like every human being, my son deserves to have his day in court to finally share
Sugar Black said the butterfly effect.
his side and to prove his innocence, end quote. With no trial date set just yet, Diddy still remains locked up in a federal detention center in Brooklyn, New York. Now, we have a lot to break down, so joining us now is a great guest, and that's attorney Mitra Ahourian. Mitra, it's so great to see you. You know, Diddy has been behind bars now about 3
And I also want to say shout out to them because they be having specialists up there. They be having psychologists, like attorneys, lawyers, all that. Shout out to them.
weeks. But take me back to when you first found out he was arrested. What was your reaction to that, and what went through your mind?
I think the first thing that went through my mind is, oh, wow. because of the way that there were the raids on the home and the severity of it. I live right down the street from his home in Holmby Hills. Very familiar. Literally a few houses down from the park I take my dog to every day. So when it happened, it was just this very dramatic of like, oh, what's going on? What could be so serious? And then when the information started to sort of come out, then my reaction changed to like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Which is kind of a weird reaction to have to something like this. But, having
What about the baby oil? Did you think that made sense?
grown up in LA and being very familiar with Hollywood and knowing people that have worked with him and worked.
Listen said Cassie married a bum. Bro, she got $30 million. Like whoever she with, like they straight.
For him, it kind of was like, okay, we'll see how much of this is real, but also it's not so far off that, I'm kind of like clutching my pearls about it.
And there's been a lot of discussion about who's on the tapes. But now, according to reports in
Mr. 718 Sap said, if we would have had social media back in the day, Diddy, he would have been gotten exposed, let alone we all ignored it. It was right in our face.
A-list celeb is reportedly
Hey, pause that right in the face part, bro.
horrified about the possible/potential release of a sex tape, which allegedly showed Diddy having sex with this young celebrity. While we don't know who that A-lister is, what are your thoughts? And should celebrities be worried right now?
I would be
Yes, they should definitely be worried.
very worried for a couple of reasons. One, he is known to have filmed. Diddy is known to.
And then first of all, like we did, Mary J. Blige need to be worried because Mary J. Blige and Diddy were close. Danny Boy that did that song Toss It Up and I Ain't Mad at You with Tupac came out and said when he was 15 or 16 years old, Mary J. Blige was having him flown out to her house and he was smashing. So, like, people around him definitely need to be worried.
Have filmed many of these acts. That was, allegedly, part of the evidence here is that there was, a lot of things.
But like what the mother is saying too, like this could just be a public lynching. Like this is the celebrity. All right, we're gonna give the establishment what they want, and I don't know if he made somebody mad. Like, bro. He probably went off on somebody or something that has power. Just because all this is happening don't mean he's guilty, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's keep it real.
On tape. Of course, we haven't seen anything, but the allegation is that part of, the crime was filming people. And, the second part of that is Diddy is huge. If you're a celebrity, you have interacted with Diddy, you wanted to interact with Diddy, and he's, thrown parties that you probably went to. And so, he was so ubiquitous for so long that it's impossible for,
Hold on, what does ubiquitous mean, bro? Don't be throwing a lawyer word at me. Don't be throwing no lawyer words at me, lady. It says ubiquitous means present, appearing, or found everywhere. Okay. Be doing that lawyer talk with me.
Somebody who, is in sort of this A-list world to not have come in contact with him and probably been friendly and chummy and, and sort of not knowing in this, era of, okay, what's going to come out, who was there. And this culture of, we love tearing down celebrities. We love putting them on pedestals just so we can tear them down. And so, having this sort of climate, I think that anyone who was anywhere near him is.
Bro, I only got 15 subscribers. Y'all trying to play me, bro. Y'all trying to play. Why y'all trying to play me, man? I thought we was cool. What y'all doing, man? I see all these people with like millions of subscribers. I got 73,211. Hate on me when I get to 900,000. Why y'all playing, bro?
Probably nervous right now.
And what do you make of this whole shopping around a sex tape? Is that even legal? Is that something that can even be done?
Well, the first question is who owns the copyright to that video, right? So if you don't own the copyright and you're selling it or distributing it or publishing it, then obviously that's an infringement, a copyright infringement. But of course, how are we going to prove that? Once something is out on the internet, it's out on the internet. So there's that element of it. And then there's also, depending on who it is that released it, there's some revenge porn laws that vary from state to state. But we see this all the time. We see,
that's really crazy though. Like, to think about it, the internet is really, the government really can't do nothing about the internet. I mean, they can like sue for certain things, but they can't stop stuff. Like, once something's on the internet, that's it.
photographs being sold to media outlets, and we see, it's sort of, and people have anonymous sources. They never really, they don't have to release where it came from.
Bro, what is that? MTV?
In your opinion, living in Hollywood, living in the LA area, what's kind of been the mood there since Diddy's arrest? A lot of celebrities have been tight-lipped, even though they did have previous relationships with Diddy.
And this dude like screwed over all of his artists too. That's like the wild part about it. Like, what's his name? Shine? The Flavor in Your Ear dude? Like, everybody had a problem with him. Even Making a Bam don't like him. Even Freddie P didn't like him.
Whether that be business or personal, but what's kind of been the mood in Hollywood since Diddy's arrest?
Yeah, oddly quiet. There isn't a ton of talk about, what's going on. And I think everyone is just sort of waiting to see what happens. There's a trial happening, though. So I think everyone is sort of waiting to see what comes out.
And so far, the only people who have publicly supported Diddy have been his family. Is that surprising to you, given his connections in Hollywood?
It's not at all.
No, it's really kind of dangerous to stand on his side. I see different people in entertainment trying to stand with him. I see like Math Hoffa and different people, but it's like, you're going to deal with the wrath of everybody if you're trying to defend this guy.
It's just too soon. It's too soon for anyone to say anything right now. And I'm sure people do not want to be called in as witnesses. So if there is somebody who knows something that is, that speaks out, then that means they could now be called in to a very public trial, and their statements could be made even more public or scrutinized. So there's that element in addition to the affiliation. So I am not surprised at that at all.
Now, come trial, do you expect celebrities to be supportive of Diddy?
I don't know about supportive. I think they will be unwilling.
Delilah says, the subscriber said, exactly quiet because they are mostly part of the creep squad. And then listen to Lucille said, no, it's not smart people, no.
Subpoenaed and feel, a bit nervous and having to walk a fine line. A couple of things. One is, allegedly Diddy has not only does he have.
Yo, Cassie? I get it now. I wouldn't like, I'm like, Cassie, oof. Now I get it. Like, isn't that crazy how women can do that? They can go from looking like, to like, oof. With some makeup, a dress. It's crazy.
Have a lot of power, but he's, threatened people.
Dude, she looked like she's been sculpted. Look at her, bruh. That's crazy. You gotta be a millionaire to have some girl like that, bro. Facts. But then they be like getting with these dudes and then like, dude, for Diddy to have all this money, like, why? How did they mess his lineup like that? His lineup, bro. I would be super mad, bro. Like, imagine like being like a billionaire and somebody can't get your lineup straight, bro. Like, nah, man.
One of the allegations against him is,
oh my God, look at her, bruh. Bruh. Yo, she is bad. Yo, Diddy, you messed this up, man. Like, oh, Lord.
People.
She look like Zendaya. Like, look at her, bruh.
One of the allegations against him is
Oh, my God. Hey, Sugar Black, what you laughing at? Hey, I'm just saying, like, man, I didn't know she looked like that.
witness tampering. Is that
Oh, my God, man. My girlfriend know I would pick her over Cassie, bro. I'm just saying, like, this is for entertainment purposes only. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like Cassie like that. Hey, girlfriend, if Cassie was, like, knocking on my door right now, was like, oh, well, Piper Boy Williams, I think I want to be with you. I got $30 million. I'd be like, I got a girlfriend, bro. Like, I don't want you. You know what I mean? Like, get out of here. Like, don't nobody. I get it. Hey, man, we're gonna get back to it. I just cannot believe she looked like this.
threatened people. One of the allegations against him is witness tampering. Is that he does try to intimidate people from testifying against him or from speaking out. It's one of the
Jesus, bro.
reasons that people say that nobody came out about this sooner. So if you're actually being called to testify and you have to be
Delilah, though, like, hey, Delilah, bro, did you see her? Like, my bad, everybody that's coming here, all the new subscribers and like new subscribers. Like, I did blogs talking about her, and I'm like, she ain't really all that. I didn't see her like this. Now I see why he kind of crazy over her.
threatened people.
Like, bruh, she like, it looked like somebody drew her. She came from a cartoon. Like, look at her, bruh.
One of the allegations against him is witness tampering.
Bro, I don't know who badder, her or Zendaya. Chat, who badder, her or Zendaya? Hey, for real. Hey, y'all, for real. Like, who is better, her or Zendaya? Like, who? Somebody said, hey, Piper, Hood News said, yo, Piper Boy, Diddy and Twerk got the same headline. Shout out to New Jersey Twerk, man. I don't want to clown him. Listen to Lucille said he's not crazy about it. Nah, he kind of let everybody hit, though. No, I'm not drunk, bro. I didn't drink anything, I promise. I'm just crazy. I just didn't know she looked like that. That girl in the background, all right, but she is like, oh, oh, God.
That he does try to intimidate people from testifying against him or from speaking out. It's one of the reasons that people say that nobody came out about this sooner. So if you're actually being called to testify and you have to be truthful, but
you said put them side by side. All right, hold on real quick. Her versus Zendaya, bro. She might have Zendaya. She might be better than Zendaya, bro.
Diddy has, not only does he have a lot of power, but he's, threatened people. One of the allegations against him is witness tampering.
She probably better than Zendaya. What y'all think? Hold on. Let's be fair, bro.
They have a lot of power, but he's, threatened people. One of the allegations against him is witness tampering. Is that he does try to intimidate people from testifying against him or from speaking out. It's one of the reasons that people say that nobody came out about this sooner. So if you're actually being called,
how is you just playing and I ain't even tell you to play, bro? Yo, what's up with this computer, bro? You ain't just about to start playing stuff for no reason, bro. Like, you don't run me. This computer bugging, bro. Let me see. Let me see what she look like. Oh, no, she looked too young. No, but I think this is like from a while ago. Hold on. Let me see that. She looked too young. Oh, dang. Oh. All right, hold on. All right, y'all. All right, we keeping it real. Who y'all got? Who y'all got, bro? I don't know, man. Like,
threatened people. One of the allegations against him is witness tampering.
Look at that, bro. Like, Cassie, I like older women, so it would probably be Cassie. But Zendaya and Cassie, like, I go with Cassie. Yeah, I'm going with Cassie, bro. Zendaya look a little bit too young for me. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, man. Sheesh. I'm going with Cassie. I think Cassie got her beat, bro.
Is that, he does try to intimidate people from testifying against him or from speaking out. It's one of the reasons that, people say that nobody came out about this sooner. So if you're actually being called to testify and you have to be truthful, but you're also scared and nervous, I think that's going to be a very fine line for people, for people who are brought in to testify. And then there's also this aspect of self-incrimination, right? So if they were somehow involved, that's when we get sort of the Fifth Amendment pleas coming in, and so there's a.
Yes, it was breaking news.
It was the last time we had you on. I think we were talking about Jennifer Lopez. Generally speaking, before we even talk about Ava Baroni, do you think it's fair that we're going back, or people are going back and looking at everything Sean Combs has ever said, every interview he's ever done, any kind of interaction he had with anybody that's been caught on camera? Is that fair? I mean, on one hand, for me, I look at it and I say, look what he's facing, look at these charges, what else could he be hit with? And maybe everything's relevant. But on the other hand, is it just too much speculation? What do you think?
I don't know if I can say Cassie is prettier than Zendaya. I think she's just more mature formed. You know what I mean? I like, I don't like young girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's just up in age. You know what I mean? And she's got more refined. But I would go with Cassie.
I think it's totally fair. There's a judge in an unrelated case, and one of the things he said is what you put to the public belongs to the public, and what you keep for yourself private belongs only to you. Whatever P. Diddy put out in the public world is all fair game.
And what goes on the internet lives forever, right?
Stays there forever.
And with that, I want to talk about this. So to be very clear about something, I want to set the stage. Combs, who was once said to be worth nearly $1 billion, this is according to...
How are these people worth it? I mean, he put in work. Like, we seen what he did, bro. Like, the deals and everything. Like, he put in work to get that. To get, like, super rich. Like, $1 billion is, like, different. I don't know. Like, once you get, like, millions, like, people that are able to help you put money in different areas. That's a lot of money, bro.
Forbes. He was already facing explosive allegations from multiple civil lawsuits when his homes were raided back in March. And based on the evidence that was collected, including surveillance footage and electronics, plus dozens of witness accounts, the Southern District of New York took the case to a grand jury, and that grand jury indicted Sean Combs on 3 federal counts: racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Basically,
also it's 3.
They're accusing Combs of using his power, his influence, his wealth, and even violence to force people around him to help facilitate freak-offs, these elaborate and lengthy sexual orgies that were often filmed. Talking about the Sean Combs allegations, these theories kind of sends a shiver down your spine. So can I just take a minute to tell you guys about something else? Something
My child also, please.
According to insiders, this was all a joke. It was streamed during the COVID-19 lockdown, and as everyone was going a little stir crazy, Combs has said in the video that he had gotten permission from Ava's mom to legally adopt her, but to be clear, that never really happened. Ava Baroni apparently was good friends with the twin daughters that Combs had had with Kim Porter, Delilah, and Jessie. Kim was reportedly good friends with Ava's parents, so she was around all the time. She was often photographed with the twins. Now, Ava has been quiet on social media recently, apparently even removing her Instagram. And for what it's worth, the username at one point was Ava Baroni Combs. So Ava, talking about Ava, even when this was posted in 2020, people thought it was kind of awkward and weird, but obviously, given all of the allegations, people are looking at this in a different light. What do you make of the video?
There's a lot of interesting things that may come out of it, and people may want to come out of it, but right now, it's a non-story. Right now...
Yeah, that don't have nothing to do with nothing. That don't have nothing to do with nothing.
Man, it's kind of funny. I caught a little flack about saying something about the mayor. But you got to realize is that they've been watching the mayor since 2013, 2014. No. 7 years, what this is?
Yeah, hit the like button. Shout out to y'all. He said, Hood News, he said, hit the like button. Hyperboy work. Let's go.
Like 2014, bruh.
What's up, Marcus Chapman, subscriber? Mylan said, yes, Kim was so pretty. And then Kalunga's in here. Chef is in here. Shout out to you. Wab Funk is in here. Shout out to you.
They've been watching the mayor since 2014. So if they got the mayor under surveillance since 2014 and they running the case up on him, they let him do all that corruption. Let him do all that shit when he was the Brooklyn Borough president. Then they let him go get elected to mayor. This is our government, man. This is the federal government who's supposed to protect us. This is the federal government who's supposed to, make sure that our government is in line. So if you knew the man was doing, if you knew the Brooklyn Borough president was doing corruption while he was a Brooklyn Borough president, why would you allow him to go be the mayor of the largest metropolitan city in the world without giving the information to stop him from being mayor?
Mm-hmm.
Now he goes and he's doing the same that they had. They got him for the same dealing with the Turkish government and the whole 9 yards and some other things. Now, we don't even know how Diddy got the key to the city.
And this is for everybody coming in. This dude, Gene Deal, he's made a channel. This used to be Biggie's bodyguard. And he's made like a career of just going in and telling like different secrets of Diddy and how he feels about him and his disdain for Diddy, things that he didn't like about Diddy. One thing that, a lot of people who were around Gene Deal and Diddy, they did say, like back then, Diddy was one of the only outspoken people around Diddy. He didn't allow Diddy to just say and do anything without like Diddy having to hear his mouth. You know what I mean? So, he may be like kind of older, but like back then he was like, like he was about his business, so a lot of people respect Gene Deal's opinions. I do want to put that out there.
When in fact, he did a lot of destruction in the city. The 9 kids at City College that died. And speaking about the 9 kids at City College that died, bro. Somebody sent me this 2006 documentary he did. It was called Black and White. Sean Combs and stuff like that. Yo, I was there at City College. I know exactly what happened. I know exactly what went down. Puff got on this documentary and he said that he looked down and there was 9 bodies on the floor, and he tried to give each one of them mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and he was the only one he turned around and looked, everybody was gone, and he was the only one trying to save the 9 people. I like, this man done lost his motherfucking rabbit ass mind. When in fact, when the shit happened, he ran up out of there as quick as possible. When you look at those films and you look at those tapes, you don't see him down there. And you definitely don't see him like he just said in that tape. Y'all go watch that shit. He said that he felt the souls of 9 people in his mouth because he was trying to resuscitate all 9 of them by himself. Something was wrong with that picture, bro. Something was wrong with that. But to get back to the mayor thing, man, is that if he was a part of that, how the fuck did he get the key to the city? That's crazy to me. If he was in incidents and everything around the city that wasn't favorable.
Hey, yo, what's up with this PlayStation Network? They just like automatically charge you like $79 a year. Like, get out of here, bro.
How you get key to the city? So now, yeah.
Yo, my phone went off like, PlayStation Store transaction successful. Thank you. It's like $79. I'm like, what did you charging me $79 for? And then it looks and says PlayStation Plus Essential 12-month subscription recurring fee. Bro, y'all just got me, bro. Hey, I need somebody to donate into the chat. Help me. PlayStation got me. They got me.
Now you got to realize, if they had the mayor under investigation since 2014,
y'all better help me.
Was an investigation around 2011, 9 or 11, something like that. They say either 9 or 11. One of those people are responsible for the feds looking out after one, or either Diddy responsible, his interaction with the mayor, or the mayor interaction with Diddy may have caused the feds to be looking at both of them in some form or fashion. I don't know which one was first. Was it Diddy interaction with the mayor, or the mayor interaction with Diddy? Which one did the Fed have under surveillance first? And I think it was probably Diddy. They probably had him under, it said 2011. So they said the mayor's stuff goes back to 2014. So it may have been Diddy. And this interaction with the mayor may have caused them to start looking at the mayor in a certain way. And it was so many,
Nah, bro, like, they not about to play me. Hey, yo, I'm listening to this, but I'm like, I'm on the PlayStation, like, you're not taking my money? No!
There was so many reports out there, brother. You got to realize, when people are getting awards, they hire an investigators agency to go investigate and find out any dirt, the good stuff and the bad stuff on that person. They try to find out the good stuff and the bad stuff.
Yo, subscribe. Stop playing with me, bro. We only got like 80 subscribers. Y'all be playing, bro. I be seeing I show speed. He be having like 1,000 subscribers a second. Yo, but at least PlayStation, they need to be telling, here's a warning. It's like, nope, gotcha.
On that person.
I ain't played my PlayStation in a month.
You gonna say nobody ever watched The Art of Dialogue? Nobody never watched Tisha Tales? None of them people never watch what's her name? The other young lady in Atlanta, Tasha K. Nobody never watched those programs that always had either people.
Then they make it where you can't like cancel it from the app. I'm like, oh my God, bro.
Not speaking in Diddy's favor or bringing up information that he had done. They didn't know about Kim Porter, nose being broken, her arm being broken. They didn't know about the little girl Gina being kicked while she was pregnant, punched in the head, and they still give him the key to the city? Get out of here, man. They know about that stuff, bro. I don't know what he had on him or what they was trying to do by giving that dude the key to the city.
I don't know what this is either. Yo, this make me so mad, bro. I'm about to sell this PlayStation, bro. They trying to play me, man. Gene Deal reveals Ashton Kutcher is worried that Diddy's secret recording. Come on, bro. See, he be.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I just heard about that. But you heard about the reports that Ashton Kutcher, he's worried that Diddy might lie on his friends? You heard about that?
But that's what I've been saying. I said, if the federal government wanted somebody more than they want Diddy, if he has some information about some people that they would rather have other than him, he's able to get that information to them. But they gotta want it. They gotta want it. And Ashton Kutcher and him they were real tight. One time, me, him, Ashton Kutcher went to a Nets game and we met Jay-Z there. You know what I'm saying? So they were close, they was cool.
But you think Diddy would do something like that? Lie on other celebrities?
Well, why would it have to be a lie? Because if he get caught in,
He said, "Why they gotta be a lie?" All right, so I was mad about the PlayStation thing. My bad, bro. But because y'all don't understand, like I got banned on Call of Duty for no reason. Like my account got hacked, and so they banned me on Call of Duty. So on that particular account, like I can't use that for like Call of Duty no more. So I got to go to the Better Business Bureau and have them try to get in touch with Activision to reverse that, because it's like they sent me an email telling me I was hacked. So it's like, but you got me banned on Call of Duty. So like, it's just like a big mess, bro.
He gonna be as truthful as possible. You understand? He's gonna give them enough information where.
Hey, Taylor Cunningham said, I used to forget about that every year too, and be the same way. Like, did I buy an Xbox? Yo, he said, live that salute. Bro, it's annoying. Like, at least they could tell you like maybe like a 3-day notice, bro. You don't just like snatch somebody money like that. Like, I don't care if it's like $1.99. Like, don't be like, cause I just bought my son like a PlayStation 5. I got a PlayStation 5, but I bought him one because I don't want to play my game. So I'm like, well, maybe he just did something. You know what I mean? But it said like, no, this is an auto renew. So I thought I got my PlayStation 5 like. I thought I got it in like November. They try to play me, man. And then like, yo, because right after I got my PlayStation 5, I think it was the next month, I got my Xbox Series. Oh, they about to get me next month. It is over. Yo, remember them days you didn't have to pay a yearly fee to play a video game? It's bugging, bro. You got to get all your information to them. You got to accept terms and conditions. You got to all this, bro. Like, no, bro. I'm getting a Super Nintendo, bro. I'm not about to do this no more.
Is that it's going to make him look like the choir boy. So, Ashton Kutcher, he has a right to be.
Y'all don't be laughing at me. Y'all don't. Y'all know y'all thought about it too. Like, nah, I'm getting a Super Nintendo, bro. Or a Genesis. Y'all not about to get me all my personal information, all that. Nah. Then you got to keep remembering all these sign in and EA Sports and like, bro, I don't, bro. And I got like a gaming PC. I got all these passwords. Bro, if I ever get like, I'm done. I'm not going to be able to play nothing. Like, I'm not going to remember how to, like, sign into nothing, bro.
Kind of alarmed if he was doing things with Diddy.
Hey, yo, he actually said, somebody mentioned Donkey Kong, right? So Gene Deal said that B.I.G. got his name. Hold on. What did he say? Because I think they said that on here. Said Gene Deal reveals how Biggie got his name. Hold on. Reveals shocking ingredient. I think it was here, like how Biggie Smalls got his name. I think it was like Diddy Kong or something like that. Or a Biggie, like, it's on this channel somewhere. And I was like, what? He got his name from like Donkey Kong? Here it is. Gene Deal reveals Biggie's name, Diddy. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Every tragedy we know that happened.
Maybe that's why the universe like charged me like all that money so I can like get to this point.
Puff changed his name. City College, he went from Puff Daddy to Puff. When Biggie died, he went from Puff to Diddy. When Wolf died, he went from Brother Love, I think Love, from Diddy to Brother Love. And when Kim Porter died, I think he may have went to Love. Every great tragedy, he changed his name because he running. Those names had certain significance in his life. You got to realize Diddy name that Big gave him has now made him the laughing stock of the hip hop world. You can't go on YouTube, you can't go on TikTok, you can't go on Facebook without seeing somebody taking that name and using it in some kind of, even cartoons, in some kind of hilarious, laughing type matter.
The Diddler.
That's very embarrassing to him. Big gave him that name. And Big was laughing when he gave him that name. And somehow Big knew that giving him that name was going to make him the laughing stock of hip hop. Because we know it came from Donkey Kong. I've said this 1,000 times. Donkey Kong Jr. on that video game was Diddy Kong. So Big was calling him a little monkey back then. He just didn't know it. Now watch, somebody gonna look that up and they're gonna see that there was actually a Diddy Kong.
Hey, Booger Sugar 300, what you think about that?
He changed his name.
Hit the like button. We only got like 20,000 views in here. Hit the like button.
But Big knew something. Big had to know something. Because he was laughing when he gave him that name. Because Puff was...
Hit the like button! Wake up! It's right there. Touch it. Like, hit it again. Unhit it. Hit it again. Hit the like button. Wait a minute. Hold on for a minute. Murder that like button now. They trying to stop us from going into the algorithm.
Threatening him about his publishing. That was the last night we was in the studio in California. Puff was...
Tell them again, Hood News TV, hit that like button. How long have I been in here? Alexa, how long have I been live? Alexa, you don't know. Alexa, stop. They're trying to play me. Hit the like button.
Him about his publishing. And Big was like, no, Diddy. No, Diddy. Puff had owned Big Publishing, and Big wanted his publishing because he wanted to move.
Yo, this is crazy. Diddy laced baby oil. That's why Feds took all the baby oil. Yeah. Yo, Bomb First. Shout out to them. Hey, Bomb First, y'all channel about to blow up, bro. But they interviewing this dude a lot, bro. What is that, Reggie White?
Yeah. Tell y'all, man. I told y'all I'm gonna start it. I just did an episode recently, you know, probably aired a day or two before, where I just talked about how people just set up and make up stuff and go viral, throw people's names in there and just be unfortunate.
Shout out to Jasmine Norfleet. Shout out to you.
Go viral. I don't know what the riff is between
Jasmine. How come you ain't got a profile picture? What you look like, Jasmine, bro? Jasmine, do you look like Zendaya? Do you look like? Shout out to Jasmine.
Diddy and Jay Prince and the Houston stuff. I guess they getting it just because the attorney came from Houston. I try to tell y'all that this particular attorney just take on cases like that because he, you know, did the Deshaun Watson stuff. I'm also hearing though lately, and I'm kind of worried about your boy, y'all hero Gene Deal. I'm hearing a lot of stuff from the 90s is starting to come out.
Wait, what?
And if he was around as much as he said in the 90s, early 2000s, initially people were just talking about 2008 and stuff. Well, all these victims now are starting to talk about 90s and 2000s. So these bodyguards better shut the fuck up.
Yeah, y'all got to be quiet, bro. Because they going like that girl that then lied on Diddy. Oh, they going to start lying on Eugene Deal. This girl that be lying, they going to get Eugene Deal. You better chill. These girls will lie and cry and everything.
They not clean like Reggie Wright. You know, Reggie Wright shit is an open book. I ain't seen though. We ain't have no weird shit like that going on around us. I wouldn't have known about no pills or no special oil in the baby oil and stuff like that. You know, people been talking about that lately. See how people lately been talking about in the interview how there was some, I think it was some horse.
Yo, what's going on with him? Did he have like a, what do you call that? Like a tracheotomy?
What they call it? Some
Yeah, he might have. Didn't he have like a, what's his name? Reggie Wright? Like, didn't he have like a stroke or something? Let me see. Reginald Wright. I think he had a stroke. Oh, he was in a coma for 2 months. What? Detailed catching C-19 and a subsequent bout with the virus and left him in a coma for a month. Oh, okay. Nah, he caught that that C-19 stuff.
The stuff that they put horse and make them some type of heart tranquilizer that's put in no baby oil bottles. Y'all think it was just baby oil, y'all? Are y'all that stupid? Do y'all know it was more shit in those?
Man, come on, bro.
To say. Your hotline took 12,000 calls in 24 hours.
So this is the lawyer, I guess, for all those 100 people that came forward. And then Pierce Morgan, what I like about what he's doing here, he's like, yo, your office took like more than 1,000 calls. And I think he's going to ask him, like, how did you narrow it down to like the 100 people?
What I would expect the mother to say, you know, these allegations are shocking. These allegations are egregious. And that's why they have court systems, because we will ferret this out in the court system. We intend to prove our cases. Obviously, we're not going to prove our cases at a press conference. And, you know, with all due respect to her, you know, I've talked to these victims and I believe them. So that's exactly what I would expect his mother to say.
Your hotline took 12,000 calls in 24 hours, including many new allegations involving minors. At the moment, there's no class action. Each case you take will be represented individually, but just the fact...
Because don't they get less money if it's like a class action? Yo, if you, bro, Diddy didn't clip that many people allegedly. That they, a Diddy hotline is crazy, bro.
You've got 120 already that you're repping, and you're getting so many calls. What does that tell you about the scale of all this?
Well, I know that's reported 12,000 calls in a 24-hour period. And of course, that's true. I want people to know that obviously that's not 12,000 people claiming to be victimized by Sean Combs. That's, a large portion of those people calling are calling with, words of support. Others were prank calls and crank calls, as you might imagine, in this kind of situation. What's most interesting to me and what's most helpful are people that call that have bits of information, bits of evidence, video, perhaps pictures. And then, of course, we're particularly interested in people that had interaction with Mr. Combs and what they say happened to them and victims. But, I was trying to get my head around the fact that we're talking about thousands of people calling and hundreds of alleged victims. And how could that possibly be the case? But, when you put that in context and you think about
Yo, should I get rid of this PlayStation Network, bro? Like, I don't like that they just did this to me, bro. Out of nowhere, bro. Like, I don't know, bro.
That allegedly occurred over a 25-year period in multiple different venues.
Hey, Hood News TV, he said, if you have been touched or harmed by Diddy, by this criminal, call 1-800-DIDDY-DO-IT.
Every week, sometimes
call 1-800-DIDDLER.
Multiple times a week. And the same MO each time has been alleged. Typically, it involves some sort of illicit substance placed in someone's drink, and then that individual is coerced or taken advantage of.
Hey, Chelsea Bailey, what's up with you? Oh, Chelsea, I gotta check you out. I gotta see what's going on with you.
And that's kind of the overarching theme here. And so a lot of these calls,
y'all, hey, Chelsea, hey, the chat trying to get with you. Chelsea Bailey, they trying to get you.
On first glance, you say, my goodness, that's just impossible that many people would call with information or who have been victimized. But when you look at it in the context of a long period of time and a particular modus operandi, it makes a lot of sense.
I mean, numbers are staggering.
I'm gonna get you.
You've also said that there are other big names that will come out in relation to these charges. He says the day will come, you said this, when you start naming names. When will that day be, and how big are these names that we're talking about?
People are very interested in that, of course. That comment has been repeated back to me, as you might imagine, many times.
Chelsea, run! They after you, run!
People are, waiting with bated breath, hoping that, I'm going to name these big celebrity names. But I can tell you this, I look at it in this context. If you attended one of these events, and we're talking about, we've heard about the white party and the freak-offs and the after parties, but there's also, impromptu parties at studios, after parties from concerts, album release parties.
Hey, Violet, I'm trying to sleep. But every time I'm lying. I was trying to watch a movie. I buy like these 4K movies or whatever like that. So I'm trying to watch movies. And every time I watch it, how when you're watching a movie, you kind of pick up your phone. It's like the first thing you do when you watch a movie. You ain't supposed to do that. So I pick up my phone and I see 50 Cent. I'm like, ah! Entertainment different, bro. All right, so in battle rap, I might somebody might message me, yo, you need to look at this. You know what I mean? Then I look, and then I'm like, I'm gonna call somebody, find something out. And that's kind of how it goes. And then I make a decision to blog. And entertainment is just bro, it's like the news is just flying. I like entertainment, bro.
These hotel parties, I mean, the list goes on and on. But in my view, if you attended those and you saw...
And we got 23,300 views at what is it, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning?
Knew that somebody was being given drugs, that their drinks were being drugged, and you sat by and either participated in some of this activity or encouraged this activity or allowed it to go on and helped cover it up.
Yeah, 50 Cent is a savage.
Or were in the room while it was happening and said nothing and did not intervene.
Jaguar Wright challenging him right now.
And perhaps attended more of these parties knowing that this type of conduct was going to occur. It's my view, that may not be the criminal justice system's view, but it's certainly my view that you're complicit. And we intend to name people in these lawsuits. We're not going to do it in interviews. We're not going to do it, without doing our due diligence, because obviously, these types of allegations are very hurtful to people if they're not true, and very hurtful, frankly, if they are true. But if they're true, you shouldn't have been in the room and you shouldn't have been participating. So I anticipate that we're going to start filing lawsuits, and it may not be big names at first, but we have a long list of names. And you might imagine in situations like this, that when a victim tells us that this person was in the room or this person participated, we want to do as much due diligence as humanly possible before we file that case. Because in the United States, in almost every state. Public filings are in fact public. And, when you name somebody in a lawsuit, the press is going to pick it up, and we're aware of that. So we're going to make sure that we dot our I's and cross our T's. And I expect that there will be some people named in these lawsuits that will raise some eyebrows.
Right. I mean, how big an eyebrow raise are we talking about? Because you've been hearing a lot of names, presumably, in the process of all these calls coming in.
Yo, Beyonce and Jay-Z lost 4 million followers.
And you're a pretty smart lawyer, so you can probably work out the wheat from the chaff in terms of legitimate, plausible claims here in terms of victims. I mean, are we talking about names as big as Diddy, potentially?
I expect so. I expect so. Obviously, those are the names that people are interested in. But I've tried to make sure people focus also on corporate entities, to include banks and hotels, and perhaps even pharmaceutical entities that were maybe not directly involved, but were certainly benefiting and profiting from this kind of activity. Those I'm interested in as well. But we've seen all over social media the pictures and video of all the various individuals that attended these parties. And look, I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. I know that at these types of parties, things go on. I know that there's sex occurs out in the open and things like that. That's not illegal, and that's not probably actionable. What I'm focused on is when people are lured to these parties, coerced at these parties, given illicit drugs at these parties without their knowledge, and then they're taken advantage of. And people in the room know this is happening and participate in it and do nothing about it, and then tacitly cover it up. Those people, in my mind, are just as liable as the individuals who engage directly in the activity.
And of the 120 cases you've taken on so far, what percentage involve minors? And what is the split of male and female alleged victims?
It's about 25 out of the 120, but as you might imagine, since we did the press conference, that number is growing.
Sorry, 25 minors or?
25 minors out of the 120 clients, yes, sir.
I don't know.
Rodney Jones, even more recently, in light of the criminal endured at the hands of Combs, that they are liable too. The main idea is that all the defendants are part of this illegal criminal enterprise in violation of Rico or racketeering laws, making money by forcing and threatening people like Jones to transport drugs and guns, to solicit minors and sex workers.
Subscribe to the channel. Stop playing with me right now. All y'all watch out.
Make music without properly paying them, that the corporate defendants and other affiliated companies should have been monitoring or warning or supervising what Combs and his associates were allegedly doing. But instead, these defendants just wanted to enrich themselves financially, sexually. And we have talked about Jones even more recently in light of the criminal charges that Combs now faces. And remember, Combs is currently charged with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, transportation to engage.
Right, you can only subscribe once. I know you, hey, don't do that to me, obey Jesus. I can only subscribe. I know you got another channel. She's trying to play me, bro.
Prostitution, namely that he operated a criminal organization that engaged in a variety of crimes, forced labor, kidnapping, sex trafficking, bribery, that he engaged in a campaign of abusing women, forcing people into prolonged, drug-fueled sexual episodes with sex workers known as freak-offs, that he used force, fraud, or coercion to have a victim engage in commercial sex acts, that he transported people to engage in commercial sex acts.
Yo, this dude just said the S word like 7 times, bro.
So very, very serious federal charges. I mean, Sean Combs could face potentially up to life in prison if he's convicted here. And given the similarities of the allegations put forward by prosecutors and the allegations by Rodney Jones, we have talked previously about whether or not he is cooperating with the government. Are they using his allegations to build up their case? It's a fair question.
Yo, they said Diddy is finished. I don't know if I could use their stuff.
Now, as for Combs, he's currently locked up in the Metropolitan Detention Center. He was denied bail twice, even though he is appealing that. And prosecutors are continuing their investigation, perhaps collecting more evidence, perhaps speaking with more witnesses. But now I want to talk about Rodney Jones, because in light of this indictment And in light of Combs'
Man, these dudes is making so much money off this.
arrest, let's focus on Rodney Jones and what he just did. So Rodney Jones, through his attorney Tyrone Blackburn, just submitted a very interesting filing in this case. It's called Opposition to Combs Defendant's Motion to Dismiss and Request to Take Judicial Notice. Now, you see, the various defendants in this lawsuit, Combs, Love Records, Combs Global Enterprises, Christina Quorum, they all tried to get Jones' lawsuit dismissed on various grounds. But Jones is saying, no. This lawsuit has to go forward. And he brings up Combs' indictment. So I'm going to go through all of this for you. And look, the first thing I got to call out, I have to, is this unique language that Tyrone...
Hold on, I want to show y'all this. They unfollowing these dudes, bro. Can y'all see this? So they lost 4 million followers. So Beyonce used to have 320 million followers. She now has 316. Yo, that is crazy. You got that many people following you. That is literally insane. So they know what's going. There's no way they do not know what's going on. And you see him like Jaguar right on Pierce Morgan. Yeah, he gonna send her a cease and desist, or Pierce Morgan. Yo, I don't want to be that. Like, I don't know if I want to be that famous. Y'all want to be that famous? Let me know. That's crazy. Like, you literally can never go nowhere again. I would be freaked out if I had like 3 million people following me. I got like 19,900. This is insane. I got my whole channel got like 32 million views. This is crazy. So, you know, so that she went from 320 million down to 316 million. He went from 4.4 million, which is crazy. Like, that's Jay. You would think he would have like way more followers than that. And now he's got 894K.
You know, and the minors, they kind of fall into two categories.
It's crazy, bro.
Blackburn uses in his filing. Now, Tyrone Blackburn is somebody we've talked about before. He has consistently used very pointed language in his filings. Let's say strong language. And Blackburn is a controversial figure. He was even referred
bro,
to...
it's like, no, y'all not about to do this, bro. It's a lot of y'all in here, bro. 26,000 people. What is y'all doing? Hit the subscribe, but help me. Sony got me today. Help me.
Committee by a federal judge for the manner in which he brings lawsuits. That's a whole separate question. We talked about that previously, but he's an interesting guy. And the idea here is he uses...
Hey, Almighty Half-Breed, he said, I don't want followers. I'm already paranoid. And then Obey Jesus said, 800K go crazy. He losing Beyonce fans. Almighty said, Chelsea, with your link, you getting followed today. Yo, this dude, bruh. Ruben Perez says, like the video, yo. Do it. And then Prevalient said, look up Oprah stats. I mean, I don't think people gonna unfollow her.
His unique language. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before in pleadings. For example, when explaining why the defendant...
Hey, yo, I gotta get off here, bro. Y'all no, y'all not about to do this to me, bro. Last time y'all kept me on here for like 3 hours, man. Y'all be playing, but yeah, 320 M's is crazy. You said that. I think a lot of these celebrities, Ruben, I think they're following his fake. A lot of them are, because have you ever like, and this is not me being a hater or nothing like that. Shout out to Kevin Hart because he gave me like a DVD when he came down to Nashville and he did stand up at Zany's, right? So shout out to him. Like, I ain't got no problem with him. He I never was following him. So I was scrolling through Instagram. And then one day, like, he popped up and it said I was following him. I'm like, I never followed Kevin Hart in my life. So that was one. Then I think it was like Winona Ryder or something like that. I'm like, bruh. Like, y'all bugging, bro. Like, yeah, like I think they just force you to follow celebrities, bro. And Gon said, yo, Piperboy, what is it, like 4 a.m. to you? No, it's like 2 a.m. You know, like at the... And my girl's watching this. Let me shut up. You're supposed to go to the bar at like 2 a.m. is what you're supposed to do. Like right about the time they're about to close. That's when you go. You walk in there, they all buying you free drinks. Prevailing said, so that's not just me. Yo, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I do not be half of these people I do not be following. The Rock. Like, I'm not following no Rock. I mean, he cool. I don't be like, bro. Like Winona Ryder, bro, like y'all really bugging out here, Instagram. Y'all be doing anything. Book of Sugar 300 says, sometimes I be seeing people content come down on my feed. Like, when did I ever follow them? So what I'm finding out, right, with Instagram, you're not like the people you follow, you're not going to be seeing their feed. You're going to be seeing like what's force fed to you. And a lot of times it's from like labels and like entertainment companies, like movie companies and stuff. Like they're feeding you like all of this stuff. Or it's people that's paying for visibility. And another thing I don't like, so like when 50 Cent started following me, like I went from like 5,000 followers to like 25,000 followers, right? Because it's like he was only following 112 or 111 people. So people were like looking at his followers and just following all of his followers, right? So I had like 25,000 followers. I would go live on Instagram. It'd be like 11 people in there, bro. And I'm like, man, I'm not doing this. And then in order for them to be able to see you, you have to pay. I'm not doing, like, what's the point of Instagram? Like, I only use Instagram if I'm going to be looking for some like content to talk about, either in battle rap or entertainment. Other than that, I'm staying off Instagram. It's not really worth it. Then they don't really pay you nothing. Like I get paid through Twitter and YouTube and all of it. Like I'm not about to be on Instagram for free, bro.
Should be denied.
Yeah, and it's bots. The algorithm is fake, bro. I'm not doing that, bro.
Blackburn writes, quote, the court needs only to Google and it would be abundantly clear that Sean Combs has zero credibility. And to quote United States President Joe Biden, he has the morals of an alley cat. Now, President Biden wasn't referring to Sean Combs with that quote, but clearly it's something Tyrone Blackburn wanted to use, and he continues. Sean Combs is a criminally indicted, racketeering, sex trafficking, illegal prostitution facilitating, accused drugs and guns dealer, accused Mexican cartel drug runner, accused murderer, and confirmed...
Man, they just, come on, they making up anything for Diddy now, man. Not y'all, law and crime. I'm talking about this preliminary statement. That's ridiculous. Must deny the Rico Enterprise defendants Hail Mary motion to dismiss Sean Combs, Love Records, Christina Combs Global Enterprises. Yo, I need to get some enterprises, bro. Hyperboy Williams Enterprise. You know what I mean? The court needs only to Google and it will be abundantly clear that Sean Combs has SC has zero credibility. And to quote United States President Joe Biden, he has the morals of an alley cat. SC is a criminally indicted racketeering. This is crazy. Bro, he probably ain't even do all this stuff, bro. He probably didn't, man. Oh, it's got 27,900 people. I mean, he did. He did it. Oh,
what
no,
about this
man.
Footnote? Quote, this writer will not entertain...
How many followers do Diddy have? Hold on, let me look.
...the personal attacks directed...
Yeah, and it had me following Diddy. I never followed Diddy in my life.
...by counsel for the defendants. It is clear they are obsessed with me, and although initially flattering, their obsession has become...
Hey, yo, Sexy Red, shout out to you. How are you, like, meeting everybody on Earth? Like, I literally met Sexy Red, like, last week. Or 2 weeks ago. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? How are you like, bro? She with French Montana, bro. Like, Sexy Red. How are you meeting everybody? Like, where? Like, bro, it's like Sexy Red, bro. I was like, chill. Like, how are you doing this? Like, you are meeting more people than Kamala. That's crazy. She was just on WWE and everything. You said they trying to normalize her? I just was like at a, like her, the people she was with, like, asked me to come to an after party. I didn't know her. She was just like being nice to everybody. You know, and she real cool. Like, I see why people like her. But, like, I'm talking about, like, cause she cool. But, yo, how do y'all be having, bro, I be waking up, like, eating, like, I ain't got time to be flying all these places to be meeting people, bro. I had no way. I couldn't be famous.
Creepy.
That
is famous. Certainly an interesting response to arguments put forward by lawyers and defendants.
Everybody.
Let's put that to the side. Blackburn in this fight.
And then, like, you be having, like, mad energy, Sexy Red, bro. Bro, she had it so lit, bro. Like, I love that girl, bro. Like, shit. Shout out to her, bro. Like, I know y'all be trying to hate her, bro. Like, I can't not like her, bro. Y'all can't turn me, bro. All right, so Diddy has 19 million followers. I don't think he went down that much. Hold on, let me see. Diddy losing followers?
Filing brings up other topics too, like other lawsuits that were filed against Combs, that he allegedly manipulated Notorious B.I.G.'s contract with Bad Boy, that Combs threatened the owner of Bad Boy Entertainment to sign over 25% of the company to Combs.
Oh, yeah, he losing followers, bro. He had 20 million, and now he lost like 200,000.
His mother. And also, he brings up this, quote, Sean Combs recklessly caused the death of several people in 1991 at City College and then callously structured his investments in a way to hide his assets from the families of the victims. Now, this was in reference to a stampede that occurred at a charity baseball game sponsored by Combs that resulted in the deaths of 9 people. But he's bringing up a lot of issues and past events of Combs' life and allegations that are not even related to Jones' claims per se. So again,
they starting to follow Jay-Z again. Now he up to 940K. Why would anybody bro? I'm not even why would you follow him, bro? He don't post nothing. Bro, they probably so scared right now.
Interesting he's doing this, but I guess it kind of shows you how personal these attacks on Combs are. Again, very unique way to structure a filing. Talking lawsuits, by the way, how could I not bring up a powerhouse in the litigation industry? Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury.
Yo, they be like scaring me with that.
Main substance of his argument here. So Jones, through Blackburn, argues that the court should take something called judicial notice of Combs.
He said, when she said, you're not even the... Did he still got his followers, huh? Thanks for the info. Yeah, he do. He lost 200,000.
Combs federal indictment. Now, judicial notice is when the court says that a certain fact...
You said, who's that in the pic? It's, this is ex-producer. Man, this dude don't look that like me. You trying to play me, bro?
Main substance of his argument here. So Jones, through Blackburn, argues that the court should take something called judicial notice of Combs' federal indictment. Now, judicial notice is when the court says that a certain fact is undisputed. We're taking it as true. You don't even have to show evidence it's true. That we can say without a doubt that this fact is accurate. There's no debate on it. That we can back this up with sources that can't be questioned. So, for instance, if we say Albany is the capital of New York, or the Supreme Court is the highest court in the land, or that Florida is in the Eastern time zone. That would be examples of judicially noted fact. Now, Blackburn says that pleadings and public filings, essentially court documents, are those kinds of sources or documents that are not subject to reasonable dispute. They can't really...
Bro, they got like mad info on this. It's crazy. Diddy is a part of the game mafia. No, he didn't, man. Like,
Yes. Do I believe there's people behind the scenes that are homosexuals that are pushing buttons? Yes. Yes. And that they want you to be down with their in order to push the button for you? Absolutely. And this is part of it. You just saw one of the gay mafia members. That's who he is. That's who Puffy is. He's one of the members of the mob. He's a mafia member. But he might not be Don Carl. He's not the godfather. You see? He's not the godfather. He's one of the heads of the families. You see? We had different families in this.
no, bro. Hey, Lord Jamar, you try to act like Jaguar, right?
This fucking thing. We got Bad Boy. We got fucking, what do we have? Death Row over here. We have the different we got fucking, Arista Records and LaFace. And these are the fucking families in the mafia. You dig? Those record companies are like families.
So him being a part of the gay mafia, right? Where do you think it went wrong?
Well, some say that he got a little too big for his britches, and when he ended up suing that liquor company De Leon, that's when it all started going downhill from him. That's when, you know, the real rich motherfuckers started showing you who they really are, showing you that you can do all.
Bro, you don't. This dude. Oh my god.
The shit you was doing, but you really not down with them. You could tell black people that you're a billionaire, but you don't have money like how we got money. We're real multi-billionaires. You know what I mean? And if you think you could f with us and try to go against us and not just take whatever the f we've been giving you all this time, because that Ciroc wasn't his. He was the face of it. They had a branding problem, and
Nah, he said exposed a music executive who tried to get him involved in some activities.
Where I was invited to some that was not cool. And that's where I feel like they try to try me. So a big executive, you know, everybody knows his name. Anyway, and he was in the hip hop world, white dude, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Early in when we first got in the game.
Hey, you laughing? Hey, like, bruh.
This dude tried to invite me, and I think all of us maybe separately, to the bathhouse, to a Turkish bathhouse. Now, I'm like, Turkish bathhouse? I'm like, what's that? You know what I mean? He's like, oh yeah, we all go there. You know, and he's telling me about all these CEO type of dudes that be there. And now these are people, he's naming names that for a young, impressionable kid, you might would want to go. So I'm like, Bath, you know? I'm like, yo, bitches be there? And he said, nah. He said, no, just be men. I'm like, y'all in the water and y'all naked? I said, I straight up, word is bone. I said, that sounds gay. He said, "Oh no, it's not gay." You know what I mean? All of us, we all go there.
Hey, Ruben, hey, you believe this?
Da 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 da. I'm good.
Hey, Chelsea, wow.
I'm good.
Man.
So right there, that was a form of, to me, a nigga trying to try me. You see what I'm saying? He's trying to see if I'm with the shit. Now, another time that I feel like I might have been tried, right? It's an industry dude. He's an A&R, right? He was working at a label. And this dude, he was getting me like production work. You know what I mean? He worked at a major label and I'm doing production for certain artists, but some of this shit is not even coming out. But yo, I'm getting, I might have made like 60 racks with this dude in a short period of time, right? And this is in the 90s. So this motherfucker, I'm chilling with him, over some time. We go to clubs sometimes. We go to, I've been seen around with this dude sometimes. Now he's working at a label, but then he's saying that he don't have a crib. He's in between cribs. So this nigga got a range and all this type of shit, but he'd have like mad clothes in the back and all this type of shit, right? So then he's saying that he's supposed to get a promotion. He's about to get a house and all this type of shit, right? So finally, whatever, this promotion happens. And he's like, yo, I just got my crib or whatever. Yo, I want to celebrate or some shit. And the nigga he wants to invite me to the crib. And I'm like, who's over there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, nobody, like almost on some puffy shit, like it's just me. But then he tells me, yo, I'm thinking about, and now we never messed with no broads or nothing like that.
Yo, you making this up, bruh.
All of a sudden, he's talking about, yo, I'm thinking about calling up this girl, like, and yo, we could run a train on her or some shit. Run a train on her? He might even been talking about a
man, this dude lying, bro. I don't care, bro. He probably like, yo, I'm about to go pick up this bread, do this interview, make up something, and keep moving. I don't believe this dude, bro.
I gotta ask you, man, because I know you got a history with Diddy, man. How you feel about the situation between him and Cassie?
Well, when it comes to like, I can't really talk about the people that's, and not to take away from any person that.
Yo, this Napoleon from the pot, you know what I'm saying? Like all that outlaws, that's crazy. Yo, Art, bro, you got Napoleon. Yo, this fire, bro.
Him, you know what I mean? But because I still be careful what I say because I live in Saudi Arabia. And if, and part of our religion that if you accuse somebody of something, if you don't have 4 witnesses, the punishment come back on us. So I can't really say if he really done that to these girls or not. And that's not even to take away from them. But
Bro, why would you want to move to Saudi Arabia? Would y'all want to move to Saudi? Man, when these dudes get famous, they be bugging. Ain't no way I'm moving to no Saudi Arabia, yo. Chelsea, you moving to Saudi Arabia? Man, yeah, right.
I know he's a weirdo. You know what I mean? Like, we've been hearing some stories about him that he been doing some weird things and moving weird, and he always been, you know what I mean? Always been a snake type of dude. So it's not surprising that when you hear all types of crazy stuff coming out now, you know what I mean? We always heard that he was, moving in a strange way. And it wasn't surprising when we did hear like he was part of this and he put the hit out on Pac or he paid for it. It wasn't surprising for us because you got to understand, like, he always been a very fidgety person. Like, like a scary, nervous individual. Scary people with money do some scary things. You understand? Because he
Yo, that is like some type knowledge dropping on like scary people with money do some scary things. What's going on? Christine Bernard said, have you noticed a lot of celebs have left the USA since Diddy got locked? Nah. And then Booger Sugar said flip-flop robes.
He never was a person that was built to confront stuff on his own. So when you're dealing with an individual, and that's why I never like these type of people. And that's why I don't really, really care too much for him, because it's similar to the people that murdered my mother and father. They paid money. They were scary to confront my parents head up. So they pay somebody. And he's that type of individual. He's a snake, you know what I mean? So I never really, and that's one of the reasons when they were trying to get me to stand on the stage.
Dude, I know like all his lyrics. That's crazy.
With him. Back then, this was 20-something years ago when we was at the MTV Awards, and they was like, this is for y'all career. This is good for you guys. And deep in my heart, I just said, look, I know it's something weird with this individual, his hatred for Pac. I just can't do this. Even if it's going to make my career goals big or whatever, it's just something that I don't feel comfortable with, you know what I mean? And that's one of the main reasons. So when I see all the stuff coming out now, I say, I'm glad I snatched the mic from him, and I'm glad I, you know what I mean, sabotaged.
This is Napoleon from the Outlaws, bro.
That MTV, song and tribute that we were supposed to do together, because I just never really feel these type of individuals. I don't like snakes, you know what I mean?
Real talk, man. So y'all been hearing about this since back then?
Bro, we've been hearing stuff for ages about the guy. You know what I mean?
Yo, but he used to be crazy back in the day. Like, a lot of people don't know. He used to, I think he would go to like, cause they would be popping up in like random hoods or whatever, but he was the live wire out of the Outlaws. A lot of people thought it was like Fatal, and it was him. So like, he would like scrap with anybody. That's the type of dude he was. Like, he had like a chip on his shoulder. So like, I mean, I heard about this dude, man. But yeah, he used to be, he was wild, man. Cause I think both of his parents had passed. Like, I think he just said it. So he had like he didn't care. He was like mad. So he was like the one, like you know what I mean, was really about it.
Like, so
the rest of them I felt like was actors, like Gaddafi and Idi Amin. Like, they're like actors. Tupac was an actor too. Like, I think this dude was like really about it.
And I think also from a business standpoint of view, I think the music industry is one of the most corrupt industries on the planet. And I know somebody personally, and I'm not even going to go into details, that did one of the biggest hits of Biggie's career. And he told me when he sent the beat to Puffy, he just stole it from him. So just from the amount, how you doing business, you cannot do business that way and expect for you to continue to be successful, because eventually it will come back. So we always heard about, from that standpoint of view, just doing people dirty, just sneaking people for money, and every evil thing you can think of, they just, you know what I mean? So that's sad, because when you come from our background and we get into the music industry, for example, and they start becoming these CEOs, the first thing they start talking about, man, we're going to do our own record company because we tired of the white man stealing from us. You know what I mean?
I remember that, like, FYE. What? Gene Deal reveal. Finally reveals what Diddy allegedly did to Usher to send him to the hospital. Nah, bro.
Executive from the industry back in Harlem. I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name.
What happened to Usher?
I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem. I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing some programs. They may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
What did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking, and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when somebody say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas, man, I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard, and that's what happened. And that's just, that's something that you heard. You don't know if it's true, you just heard it. So, and just to hear this, and this new thing where they saying that they got kids coming forward and said that he did that, man, that shit is crazy. And like I just said, that's just something that I heard. It's something that I didn't know. It's something that I ain't see. A lot of people want to, because Gene Deal has spoken on certain things that I've heard, I have spoken on it. But then they were just trying to say, I know. No, I'm not scared to say what I heard. And if there's any truth to it, then it's truth to it. Let them find it.
Dude, this dude even said, hey, it says Gene Deal reveals shocking ingredient Diddy laced into his baby oil. Art, bro, come on, man.
How the baby oil at Diddy house might be laced. What makes you say that?
Well, what I said is that, isn't it weird that the government was so interested in Diddy's baby oil that they took 1,000 bottles away from his house? If the government took 1,000 bottles of baby oil and somebody had things what appeared to be baby oil, and then you have to listen to the prosecutor. He said that they seized 1,000 bottles what allegedly to be baby oil. Allegedly to be baby oil. So that's telling people that it wasn't baby oil. And people think that that was baby oil, they out their mind. I don't believe it was baby oil. Yo, bro, when they went up in there, they knew what they was gonna find. They knew what was ever in that baby oil or that those bottles that appeared to be baby oil, they knew about that at first. You gotta
Hey, yo, hey, Blunt Saint said, I'm crying right now, bruh. Like, they are wildin'.
Realize 9 times out of 10, that individual that got caught at the airport, that was supposed to be their carrier.
Hey, Ruben said 1,000 bottles, bro. That's a whole bathroom.
Told them what they was doing and what they had. I wouldn't put him past that he told them everything. So when they went up in there, they knew they had to take whatever was out there, and that thing that appeared to be baby oil, they took that. They got to test every last one of them. Let's see how much, let's see how many of those come back to be baby oil. Bro, listen to me.
Yo, Sugar Black said they got to stop now. Yo, they is wildin', man. Like, ad-libbed baby oil stories.
Costco don't sell that much baby oil. Where sell that much baby oil?
Yeah, I don't know any store that sell that much baby oil. I know Costco.
They crazy, man. Prevalence, they crazy.
Came out and said that they don't even sell baby oil.
My sentiments exactly.
But you personally, right? What do you believe was in the baby oil?
If you ever seen a massage parlor being raided and they walking out the people, do they take the massage oil with them when they go?
Dude, this dude said Usher to Gusher. Yeah, Prevalence, she was crazy.
No, they just walk out the people who are being arrested. If you ever seen a person getting arrested and the people being arrested in those brothel houses.
Yeah, Usher the Gutcher is crazy, bro.
Do they take out the stuff in the brothel houses? No, they don't. They take the individuals who are being arrested out the brothel houses. For them to take 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it's like that they did not leave one. They left people there, but they ain't leave not one bottle. Nobody needed no baby oil. So my whole thing about it is that there was something in that other than baby oil.
Yeah, I want to look at something, man. Let's check something. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I'm wondering if baby oil sales have gone up, bro. Oh, Johnson & Johnson stock? Hold on. It's actually going down. It's gotta be going up now. All this baby oil talk said it discontinued the phase 3 combination of. Yo, it's gotta be going up, bro. All this baby oil talk is crazy.
That's why they took all the bottles. And 9 times out of 10, if I would give it a wild guess, it was, and like some of the people told me, it was probably that GHB.
What's that?
I think it's gamma hydrox.
Gee, wow, bro. All right, shout out to everybody, all the new subscribers. We've been kicking it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep y'all whole night, but you know what I mean? I got work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I mean? I might go live probably Thursday morning, you know what I'm saying? Maybe for a couple hours, you know. And then like probably like Saturday, Sunday, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go live and kind of rock out. But shout out to everybody, man. I've been having fun with y'all, man. I think y'all are fire. You know what I mean? Thanks for supporting the channel because we grew. I think we got like 4,679 subscribers in 6 days, 5-6 days. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate it. All y'all support. It is what it is. I'm out. Stay away from baby. If you're gonna buy the baby oil, do not do 1,000 bottles of it. Do not do crazy. Yo, this is great.